minia obi say next time for be see a obomu say any other better man ya sankas yehunu yanka susu na ade na ede na siewi na ade bakwa mani say oza buse su bank fu benefit so that me no because we be san kwa wo ho we go mu tia minia ba gomashi
abla gomashi
me tie no nasu mo kan na me stressa o say president ba wan ka bibi onfa wan ka skase bia so go mu promise na me so ahe o say on drink for no grau beze me kade say mamsika san yes skanu nya ne sene enipa no kwane enipa no what is that now obi I say
so mokonim
but we need to go beyond sani maniama no so adeba kwa president kaka obuzo o say hanu mun to mame na no ya som the whole day just about and one day mati tibe ma president and one them love Monday no wa trouble president pa ukromu anom na me we san seminar me who is on the lighter side as a na say mokramo obi me who adebia but obi so kacho say a brain na you mu no any blessem we don't expect you to say babeka assembly e be sebe ya na bebisa so na me because anyema koboni a obi a wo si efa asem but the way I see every commentary on I said the actual in the koso hono no the see one mani pa kwa ho chire mu na akwa ho yiye mu no but I say ya switch focus no from a ho go focus mu rather to ni maybe I feel say as a petty no na I say dually too much on you know me say nabu omo empedo mu kakra na nkofo no omo he no mpe baby papa mo na omo ensoto omo na amafo ho ha omo na ahochire omo o say e di Ghana e pa obi minim say ohochire de a ahochire sister mo enti won san call from best 1 week because we free nyina nso afana
we bleed rough now as leader of your party no wakoho o mako say me wo akosombo me ba on say Wednesday no na mo say na se kam ba no ba dan na me wo honom na wo area ho me ko Wednesday akwa assess situation yes mako say me candidate kura ba say to be on mo ye adwuma honom ti na say me ko na me ko bo mo na at least mo kan para kan mo no ma ye ni ti me aso so to mo na wo ko wan fa no me bi anko o say ye de betim ne kakra ye betim say ye ho de sikasem de ofom ti kakra ye betim ne so da meche no mo ho kire me o da meche no mo ho kire me pa etino no be absolute be the president there na koma de obi an ho kire de minim ba kwa ho kire no obi a ho kire mo system mo so and now you vice president akoho ne and from report I say come Vice President Baumia donates 160,000 Ghana's this and several relief items to flood victims. Oh yeah, so no now call you once up. Now me say Vice President only control system no cash knock down in charge of the economy. It will not turn say no president say guys was for Accra 160,000 quite do so. It's a guy to 1 million. That be no cash and other no say cash is to 1 million. 160,000 there. Enipa from the state too on one personal enipa 1,000 quite to be 160 and also one personal idea why why vice president of Ghana 160,000 nipa plus I'm not from what you move etu ko muska modu at least ko kwano mo mbere say na we dey show 1,000 kwacha mo be 160 na say on mine here
2005
na say obi say be say 2,000 so we be 80 Ghana na why 80 Ghana dey be na say on mine here dey on mine where you on one personal for boa wana masa vice president or case corporate Ghana we famra kikabuma which mean about 3 million ko chamo.
Oh no, but the interministerial committee will be doing that. He is not supposed to do that.
Be
na wona won this can who kon won fa 5,000 pounds
me ti me de
na so we
me ko me de kitwa bi o ba se ma family ndi machi ama me bi won de
tiro bi ne ade
o ne tiro kakra de ma for so munje fan so to out so de me no ha ba yeah me minister that much because me de me butumu form so de me no ha but vice president
o sanke mu yedu
so come we 1,000 do so 12 for ka mo ka kire Dr. Gideon Boakon so on what twi vice president de no so na twi ni on kan kire sisi ase o mo fa bi mu ka ho so on scan so and go cham mon problem na itigana wona me nete sisi de ne bituma ton etim for mu 2 days it you schedule cham what ni it you analyze come on be to no ga to na kra ana 500 bi obitim na ho
500 Ghana
500 Ghana no 500 Ghana de na bituma 500 Ghana it is ke bia o so one of you cry by cry and probably Zabel will spend about 200 or spend more than 200 eje no kwa unya akomo na bonu fini kan hu we ni ye do ba hanum as a light you know so eje 500 Ghana what more ma me kum for no weska because all we hear what that amu chere over coverage no omu play omu chere omu nti senso na asaba on dey abesem ko fu bribe life obi se on be wo mu a so on be wo mu a this a wo be wo mu na abehu tiana ebi modi politics no yana in fact me dey hame pa so me be say obi dey politics because I want na Ghana for na enya asem
okay
because president kwai no kai say say half of the month of my na you know president me nkasa mani ni say am for trouble man of voter region because constituency bia ni one voter region na to about president nyabi there is no single voter constituency in the voter region to about president nyabi
okay
so that we require party nkitingiti kura say na no kura to about nyabi so that me jere MPP you know and the president can say you say or pen se bian ko ba we ni wo hono na bia but no so we ni wo hohoi
we need parliamentary we need presidential
but it's a parliamentary no to win a seat in the voter region you know
it's a big deal
so the mention
okay
Ketunoff on they nearly snatched Ketunoff
MPP
yes they nearly go for Jamasi Ketunoff what they actually yeah check it say me cause be organ be my me table
sure
my ye bibia hu baby am economy spanish here me to me agi seat you know my year
am target seat be saying
oh in fact you what time be on that time there
10 seats
and the 10
LPG
me come am nine me
ma unfa seat nim tuja
oh na na fan tuja but me make my catch was say me what 10 seat am and they know that about that I'm not bragging so me ya djuma no elma no me ya o obi wa sha abukase bia e bia guru ye djuma fo mbofa
LPG
no
so at least mo posters all over the place near testament to that mo posters will be
mo sit mo ma me be chiro because we am pese me kan o radio so
okay I think it's fair
mo sit me meje ene to ba ne kura meje
obi wini sa
mo sit 26 bi won ma ene ye to ba ni ya ene ye ka se ne ye to ba meje sa sisi no bragging so
Kofi Akpalo na yete nka those are seats in the hands of the NDC or in the hands of the MPP.
Oh, in fact, so two need the NDC for the
NDC for seats
and the damage. But we were 10. Me 4 MPP for seat and 6
NDC
and Majinina. Omusu mama
Obeje.
In the
2025 we would have LPG MPs in parliament.
Oh, definitely. And they know that about that. Say, you know, you say
calculations,
at least you know. When one seat crowd parliament is something.
Sure.
It's testament.
Sure.
And you know, yeah, you say okay. I target 26. Now I feel holding in Guso. The Guso name you 10 and I am 5. See
you have representation in parliament.
You know, I know they
very well. Kofi Akpalo and your 10 and canon. Dinyan Kasa Percival Kofi Akpalo. the NDC is not particularly happy about President Nsema Okan. Honorable Kojo, you listened to the president. If you were to be a Voltairean, would you feel insulted by Nsema Oman Ekan? Because that's the narrative. Some of them say Oman Penny and Kasaye.
Obi, may feel sad. If you are a leader, at any given time, you must have something we call discernment. So, Senabeya, your speech will represent the mood and the disposition of the people you are addressing, especially if you are a president of a country or a chief. You lead communities, because sabi enye yase ena you can say yes did that through that hole ena okotam aduane ekotna efunu change
na udi ekom de okra
we said den kra, you cannot do that. Tinima bi wo ha enye say ya tro abowol who say menye say do not do this or do not do that, but a system bia unwritten rules are nyina ye de e boa ye ho ye adwuma e ma ye adwuma so e ye peye. For me, I think say on this particular occasion the president missed an opportunity to deal with a very critical issue in a manner that anka ebema amanfo nya yirehim say ba oba ye no edi, because you see, even prior to that, in some bebre sisi ewo Volta region, the last time there was this tidal wave, Keta, they call Kitu South area, you know, a stretch. Uti, your friend is saying, you see, the name may be a sea defense, whatever. Nothing has been done. Since I wave, you know, a recede, you know, you jack as in all the promises that were made and the intervention that they said we're going to put in place, nothing has happened. Before that, this same group of people, at a certain point, Omohini could be our president. Your friend is saying to e-block who ensem sub of president on Hena on BCC on the complete school na kolaninya school no ko oko peace FM and e bisa no ho sem asan de maye, you all were here, you heard it. The senior sa school no say you say near you and I cannot be sure of it. Before then, you two a flower border for how many years? Everybody in this country knows, say, catchment area no on major economic activity. Most of them a year. Border nano.
For the borders, all the 22 land borders were closed.
I am not including the can't Volta region as to let me deal with.
So you so border
we list issues, sir. An opportunity to speak to the president about and then the response, sir. A response is that is what I'm listing, because Minkasa border bia but I can also tell you, say, among all those borders you are talking about, Frau border is the most, your friend saying, is the busiest among all of it. You know, a big deal, especially to the economy of the Volta region. Because most of the, like, about 4 migrated from various parts of the region into that area to come and ply their trade and whatever activity, economic activity. And they had occasion to make, your friend is saying, appeals to president and his government. Say they should, you know, so there have been different occasions. About 2020, the same government again went and did roadblocks. Acquire a voter region. So, these are people who have had a certain kind of saying Adribi Edomutin Dada. They may not have a reason to believe Sajina a Pobino Mabuatu Mutimuno. It's almost Kakra almost wrong. So for you to now pronounce whatever might have been going on in their head, almost say be a nunti na young voting ma unintina, yet the yansem craba wunti ana se bibiki to abisia yena o victimize yen any the kikaka ho na wankasa with national security for NTV and can't tell say this is the perception of this region about you. So that also be prepare who speech and then you go and open this floodgate.
Now if you listen to the context within which
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Context doesn't matter.
Are people not taking him out of context?
Context doesn't matter.
Really?
Insensitive in its totality. Insensitive in its totality. Unwarranted from a president of a republic. Because what the regional minister Franco cancer assembly name bashino no sorry ko nanka wo de ye frewa na munina mo ye member. Everybody deserves a part of the national cake in tea. What I say? But for you yourself to say it, for me, it's marks of first and foremost insensitivity to the plight of the people, and the one that even made me sick, the more cry and your mind interpretation. If you sank a hot year, it's a sanka, or yeah, I be near one casaya, I be near Sweden. Our free voter region, Hona, or Nim say, region in Wutu, and ma, we, Uncle Hodie, and Kaon, the Onkana Nukrantum. That president hadn't had their own Yano, Caso Mr. President had their Shikakra. But he also went ahead and interpreted it. Because of no, in person, I can't answer. It was on your topic. It was when Kamikaza made ban, so a different story. Lecture.
Voter regional minister.
To the Orion finance and chain time in your hall. Ain't you no media, no matter what. And by this time, fitting and some be CNA. A short apology statement to be me fano agrosso, but the way I'm out for yeah, you know, we did say Antohi nti mama fun mo mo fan cheme by this time na ya tiada. So, and for me as leaders, as I said, at any given time to show remorse and be you to express regret for something you've done. A part of leadership. Ghana and Africa has say I stand by my word, and people try to look for all manner of excuses. And the president, he was playing now the diagro and all the and you pick the context and pick the this and pick the that, and it did not sit well. In Jim D, said the president will be happy one day. Why you ne jume wie na ebi ogina home na government fufuro president fufuro obi bi wa kokasa asem no akere a certain tribe. When they are in a situation like this, he won't be happy. Tinu we nya asem a so quickly he should have just, and it's not too late. Now asem no so ntwa no bi ampe ne be bi fane like Kofi said. Let's look at the real issues. Niamo ye me barna mitie. Mo interventions are more ye no eno na. Say ye kan ho asem. And those are the things that require the time we are using for this kind of discussion. Nanka bana ya betina hana miso chale me so me kwa me mobilize na ma me na fofo ni ameti mi e di aboa na ye fam push ade forward.
So you statement push that agenda.
What you say? Nanka ye can meti we oh, but here we are discussing the president's asema of the kind. For me, no be we mentrim onye the simple thing. Onye oh dear madam for be oh say me only any problem. Sometimes when him say asema ya ka kire no or you're right pa sorry no can anything inti oba so you madam you are sorry.
Yeah.
I'm crying.
You are sorry. The madam no me sorry.
So on kind of my own tea or can on him you the CBR you are sorry. Why? So what I say?
Yeah.
Aha. So we know what is sorry.
Sorry.
But the way Okano no, he doesn't feel pain even for it.
Yeah.
But Obama pe sorry ate.
That's it.
And waka sorry ramanate. I mean, I'm just using this as he said. Sometimes unyaya nka unka, but for the expediency and the cohesion of the place now, yina ye pe you hono. Because you see, these things it goes on records. We are okay. Yeah, if the apology doesn't come. What I say, intimacy or your president. Yana is 70 Buwa, Onya Wambutre. Now, Onya the Boko.
Okay.
Now, Onya microphone so your research. Now, in 70 Bino, they will give him prior a year about the sensitivity of it. A man from social choir one choir promise is it true?
One choir promise.
Like 1 year and consapine.
Oh, consapine saying.
Na sanka choir so they articulate about could be crowd in him call. Can only first thing now man for and in just a president about quickly. And yes, I may back corner ya for Faba. So there's a aha, I don't know warehouse be near Kuyi near my woman no decan president corona. President Abba coordinate say near my coffee, Bianya Bibi coffee. You just say, well, Nadmo is there on the ground. Akpalu was saying, say, some people's head have to roll, and I agree with him. I agree with him because, Master, nobody can say no moon name some best spelling so over a period. And you see, moon volumes are more best spelling, and you know the havoc it can cause. Into evacuation, you don't leave it in the hand of the people themselves. They don't have anywhere to go. There must be a certain intervention ahead. Se shed be and a yako pe baby as makeshift way be yeah move on more safety for the time being. Now for your man baby ubia be relocate yakwa. That is what should have been done ahead. Met your phone also yes your mo penye no cabrofu bi. Said just a nyame abem. So no onye nyame. Hey. And they don't pay baby tonight. Because I them remove the gadgets around town. They can give you real-time predictions. It only they count Jumana. Say it near to be mount. But to say just a nyami abem, you are not God to be able to tell this and tell that. Now when your response to the public when you are being criticized, please, Obi. You want somebody po.
Mate. Mamintie Chairman Kojo Boatena German. Chairman Obi. Management of this disaster in summer President Akoka reactions are aba etewosan ime pacho.
Obi dedi kan yebema yenuanom ne yabusun for yako. Em se ba musmo di hu komo an kranhye bia o se yedema yenuanom a omho akodi adwamu no. Em say yaka bia wo other sister station and ne madaro ma yenye opportunity nti yenuanom mo volunteering nyina no said the baby o mine free ba eni said the yenuanom aka ni nyina no ya mo mu nyina ya akọ na bibia na mo bia say o mine too na yetumi edi pagya wom o mabrabo ne ade no nso me gidi say ye behwe no mo to asonso ye because of the nanbo anamo a o mutu na Obi dedi kan sa nkomo ya ye die no abeye topic ye ka ho asemi no mampani asema wakoka enter na ubisa mtise na ubisa say the content na nkasa kra ya hwa na I say we are not being fair to the president, honestly speaking. And baby will be a free banner and nkomo na ye din because media minim say every day in your life na koye politics intino coming from the members of parliament that were voting, that were voter region hono. Obi, wo manga sakro yemi so mi say, e dey no maka. Ana mo ben e no matu. Obi, eno ye number 1. Na me wi amesan ba mu bio, meties mu bio. Wo manga say free hono. Na asam ni si yen so no, ye nyina no Obi, ye mfa ya adwen koye chikakra no mampani no ni krom ha o. The first response our opposition ma ye ne say de ye nuanom akọ adwamu nie o mampani eja ho na okotena brochire e na o ka Morocco nim no ne ma asem okay sa story pa o mu di hu komo sabi ye nim so mampani anamo a o tu no na oni krom ha na e ye o man nti e no koy na ye o man adwuma na wakoy utie the NDC's response wom communicators as someone no more can say because Yantuaba ma o mampani and some of the members of parliament from voter region, they must be fair to the man. Say papa no Yantuaba manintina as some na atu yankra no or in fan huntu eja wakotena bruchi. And who started it? And na papa ne buy. Oba yenso no ehumobro ne bibia no otutumrika Obi disaster is sikrom ha bebre o a mampani wanko ho. Because anything no wafa na pam fo a omutu sa na mo no papa ne ba enso ko ho na ono omudi nkomo no I mean way I mean and I make us in there so fa asam na nkasa bobra Obi the all can say oh the me can say microphone bebre ka say monto let them microphone ka say monto aba mame but monto aba mame no asam no aba no maba e kire ni ado ene odo amene mu wonti why don't you I don't know monka no nka ho Obi, I didn't monk no. Intinu say we a dear pa ne womu because of say disaster any said there ebia the management the not bone said the government and handle no omo to anamo year na. Are we looking at the situation on the ground? A yedi hu koma a boils to the life of the people no no. And then yashana and as yenya bibin continue we are consumed about this criticism say yangas on my penia kasi Obi and no life pain pa ena sebi edebe ha manfo so my penika so me nua no me votarians me MPs ni ne ma ka say me muntu aba ma me enu ti na member but enya no kre me no mu onua do aba na muntu nyina kra na maba se me ba behwe mo ena wo tani na sini tirase ha na enkomo a odie ya kwadwo kan o na bi si da na ebe pepa free Obi president upon president language we no mu eto da bia ebeba mu a omodwe se bia oye sarcastic bi kra ko ne baabi but na yen so politicians we dwell on it now sabi the NDC ankasa no kra na omunya the majority of votes na ankasa na Obi asemi by their press conference no mayo asembe no maka enya na mombe na omo spend wo honum even including their own MPs in the region. And so every day, you become president as some of Bekai. Enipa no so bre. Spend your time. And then a question now, some of the members of parliament and someone who can spend your time with them. You represent them. And every day, you see, they hamik sipa and say Obi. And come ye die say VR Niema any issue ya spilled out. Obi, this is 11th time since 1966. 11th NSC ewo maimu it your mind your plan pa ye din e dey plan pa ye din 11th time from 1966 ni anwo menu mienu men kai tam etu nkroma say etu no before I did na so ro kra ba ko beto no what you say yes 66 na bi beto no Aba your last time you hu ba ko a enne ye di hu komo was 13 years ago
2010
13 years ago Obi anamo ben ena yetu as oman because this disaster wo me build the dam no nyina it is in the blueprint say ebetumi asi because obetumi anyansuo no bewe obetumi anyansuo no amana broso so the engineers the experts state SSK what was their solution from 1966 to now? Maybe as our population that knew that time. And then you prepare you say say area hokrano yeah ma nipa kra forever. And I say yam build the canals be said that be side way ba aha na de beko. I mean VR dey sika pa na VR nya wo wiase. Say, but then over 1966 to now, say about over 63 years now, and 65 or something. Well, Munya Mas no 57. Obi, apart from CSC dam no see hono. And ne ye nim say ebia akwe. What was the program and the system we decided so we put in place? Any nipa net to hono. So eti ebeba na baby aba near the abaya politics, everyday politics, but not solution. Now we spend time to criticize the situation. When enabua, when na ekotwe de e no bi anya, e no bi nyae. Why say o man yetumi tenase, e ma no ebeto yan abribia na be talking point. Na be talking point. Meanwhile, so and come on, you Obi, one plan I bet now say this is the solution. It is CB1 and a young ponton show we are CB. Meanwhile, the same time, every not yet for any solution. You can bomb pie opposition or Eddie Bay. So you need solution behind so we are. I just say you can bomb pie. Ontibio Cromada. The solution ya mansua. And also me yasa ko blame Nyankopon se wa man so atododo. Eti mi gidi se baabi a oman ye say sika no emwaye We are not looking for the lasting solutions to our problem, and all the time, we prefer to criticize and criticize because of political expediency. Nipa na wo ho no because sabi ebia omundu the level a umbetimi sometimes say me pese meka bibia me kan ye, but just say ebia say afanipa ne trans akekeo ne yen form transfer e de mbra kra mpo kra nso no a yentimi ngina mbra nso no and resist yen solution no yen say area ho that area honey area say many panetina. Why do we allow them from the VRA, from the municipal assembly, from 1966 to now? 1966 till now in the party hall, and what do you expect? So for me, a good timer, and it's animal when I make us say I see a chichiro mine. Na ye nyinano, ye did to me a mine from the executive power to the parliamentarians and musumuti area honuma muya everyday assessment. Sabe president on to mean chenu 275 and nothing amuya representative show and amusu nyamiama munimudie munyina mako school and nyama munim say ebeba enti no say everyday plan no kra no say wo mu adenti na yentumi execute it and a chroma yam panisinipa because obi animobi minimobi minim kwajo minim akpalu eti bibisia we find it very difficult, and at the end if we are not ensure that we are in a chico we are obi ye na sabi nkoma yedi senka punishment be wo mu. Yes, we need to punish people. It's very important. Why? Because media they who hear me kakra ne say e show me nyi say one day at the year ma apart from the weather forecasters ye do mu be shemu no, the engineers from the chief executive and the engineers the experts na wo ho nyina e show we aso mu e to be say e for moment me ka say so anto the next 1 week e show bet me accord this level and ameboa so e show so back to the certain level. Everyone is from 1/3 to 2/3 to the quarter. Unim say so to the next time gusu biewa obi. This is what you are going to see. The obe hunie. Etinu say oh ye expert na so engineer to onuma. And then so mu bie ne kakra cry.
So almost started being in kakra.
Obi.
Almost started pay on over 1 month ago.
I na make. And then about say 1 month. So money be do a certain level. And some of decided say omu bie ne kakra.
Yeah.
Beboa. And then they realize say and the American say international say enye 1 month asem. And they be say come starting in 2 months ago. It's not an excuse. You can tell me say be almost starting in 6 months crap. So what? Because you know the magnitude of the water. And a rain we benyina. Ade a chine toguma oni ba bi adu. And now when say so obi na do a certain level na nso kra antobiowa, you can sustain it for a certain period of time. Ebia o aisoi edu 2 quarters na antobio kra na the father say ya bi 1 quarter man ko ebetimi sustain it for another 1 year or 2 years.
But okasa after the fact say na ya na very easy.
Or no document ni kra no from 1966 I only say say man nipa ne tena ho no. I was a come find solution say elbia kra yenya canals and now say yenya pipe na so no ye say ye bia so na ebia betu akovoterium and I'm boy and I vote
voter
it say aftermath the media o ma me kon aside America no because me nya adwuma of voter region me nya adwuma of the VRA what you say. But we have high people. Let's face the fact. We have high people to do the work. And your politicians are some. Tembia ni abekwa betena ha ni ababeka everyday politics president akokasi entoba ntia no na ye no ye dia ya asemuka where the problem there wo ho no mo a wo se ye di hu nkomo no ye jato wo baabi ama mo makofa mo once na makofa mo hwede abafi a mo de once na ba papa na eka bi no mu no enye no ho asem nkomo na yedi obi let's find solutions to our problem and this are da bia ye beba betra be critique na na sorry ko media main control say bia BBC ayen criticize o de enya critique me gbajo de o me can say criticism crowd or your critique try to analyze the situation but the situation must give us a solutions. because yenye sa na mo no wokrom ha na technocrats one expert na ya bob bisia tua o mo ka wokrom ha no aniti no cut across every sector yet kroma another kwajo kan bibi roads and highways segu
enwi
and you know me wokrom
roads and highways ministry no
oh nye ministry asem na go na ministry obi Yama who did
now making say urban roads department highways department say no roads and highways ministry okay highways department okay
make highways department
emu yo engineering team or house
so we supervisors so my point is that the expert of my boka and now ye niabra ye can roast ni niema ye nya sika nya we forgotten about and croford do ya high woman ye tuom ka ye nya revenue na eba no obeti na ka tua be free mbe wie no na ebi nkae ma ho de bakwaye lorry kwan o just into productivity na we hefa meanwhile or your expert somehow crown wa just scholarship akosua de wa brochiraba we refer education investment in education so what could be okita 2 masters we no be law account at your level from your first degree obenya degrees be miensa so at the end of the day unyi mumienu kura unya scholarship you refer minor investment how did they say giving back to the society? How are you giving back to the society? In that investment, it takes the nation about 10 years. But I
say engineers or highways.
Because we are not tissue and some American.
It's not as if Ghana, there can't be any Ghana.
I'm talking about the investment in this.
VR reforms almost clearly the last time problem and the can be we can situate it within the context of what has happened.
It's there be a better honum. No one situation into the context. Is that
what do you rather
what I'm trying to my submission is that from 1966 to now spill out to national and 11th time. It's in any beja sa na da bi eba na kum nipa no na ya fa sa. Is that what you want to say?
Okay.
So my point is that what is the solution? We must find a solution. We pay people to find solutions.
And we should task VRF to come up with
and and come blueprint na da ho no mo a omo year mas year dam ni wie omo ka say in the certain enclave they shouldn't allow anybody.
But VRA is not in charge of development in these areas. Don't go there. We don't have to.
Yeah. No. What I'm saying
development
is
in municipal district metropolitan areas. Assemblies. The VRA doesn't give permit to people to build.
VRA. What pylons now?
Sure.
But try say no, but
I don't know right of way and some of say pylon. They don't just build pylons.
No. I'm saying when we say we are trespassing or pylons na say that.
No, but the point I'm making to you.
No. Miss my point. They say, baby, I only say SSA nipa development. You protect it.
You protect. No, but my point they say even if you want to go and build other pylon, you go to the assembly. The assembly will tell you say, how do you know?
Oh,
the VRA unim say and say we see down our pylon as here. This is ECG for example. Or more 33 kV lines, way lines. Now, man, for down was here. ECG cannot go and break down people's houses. And the assembly's responsibility.
No.
Even when you trespass and go and build that, it is the assembly.
No. What you get it wrong?
A man for down was a penis area. It is not the VRA's duty to go and pull down houses.
No.
It is the assembly's duty.
What I'm trying to tell you is that there are some areas that they have earmarked for VRA.
I agree.
Where they shouldn't trespass.
I agree. But VRA has not got the power to say
so who don't have power? Now their power be over now.
Development is for the assembly.
No.
Read the local government. Dabi. But that is not the person. No, you are trespassing VRA. No. It's a different thing. You are trespassing VRA's property. And we are different. The American say, if there is a land be a to say, Oshe along the Volta Lake. Nsase da ho nyina along the Volta Lake, Eba Mepe to Hwan to do all those areas. They are under district assemblies. Development in district assembly area is the reserve of the assembly. It is not VRA.
Obi,
it is not VRA. How can VRA dictate to be obesi down on Mepe? And south town and north town.
But how do you have gone far? You have gone far. You have gone far because of a sono extreme and the magnitude they could do.
Sure.
You are talking. I'm talking about the enclave now. A sisa dam no area where massa. One can say workers cry. And you see that want to me into. That is what I'm talking about. So forget about say okay so there so obi see the air canals. My point is that I am not saying say abia mepe. You are talking about maybe 20 kilometers away from the dam. That is not what I'm talking about.
Now what dam and where diamond is? Dam and where diamond is.
But we didn't. No. Because say within 5 kilometers. Within 5 kilometers. And they go on the 5 kilometers.
People are farming
along
the dam.
Yes.
We have fishing in now. Along
the Volta Lake or along the dam, because they're two different things.
What you see, Akosombono.
Sure.
Almost and circle.
Now, who said almost circle?
Now, village, you know, when you say Mubia, and number be what you say?
No, but my argument to you, say. The communities along the Volta Lake.
What he says
VRA doesn't determine where communities
magnitude of water has gone way past the volume under normal circumstances.
It's
a special case. But under normal circumstances, so no, the VRA should also ensure say at least ensure no yebia kakrana anka yebia and kakran so enko say ade. So you protect the
child. You are putting so much weight on VRA.
Obi mama say obi to the car.
Yes.
Free baby.
Yes.
On the news over be someone.
Sure.
Na grnezim.
Yes.
Any etiano. So what we did them.
Sure.
Okay. But your whole can say is soon and as any constitution.
Your own crisis say we can bring civil action against the
fantastic. It is a say very or more potamonum. I don't know the duty and I say the work of the MPs, you know. I say they collectively so must sue very.
I know that's simple.
No, it's simple. So collectively, no, so MPs need no must sue very for loss of income and loss of properties. I could do court to be. That's a court. A Geo Massam tum. Na yema a take compensation ma or more. Do you know what the VRA will do next time? They will be careful. They will not allow anybody within that enclave. I don't know responsibility now. We can quadro can because once the pile on us, no. And you guys will be because BBC. You be hold them responsible. Then they
assembly year man. So why should we sit down or say development? Now pilots are development.
Obi but your man we mu no. Ya wo onyakopo huna mane. Oh Germany oh radi
my point.
In other jurisdiction.
Yes.
BBC sia. They hold you. What I say? It will be obeba be di wade no.
Yes.
Obey very 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 careful. We say Obi, have you thought about the fact say police in it could jina a pound now or JJ bribe? Because the IGP is not being held responsible. Sir, in other jurisdiction, you may IGP. The next the next IGP from Bebano obeying the Jumayi. No,
when a policeman has committed a crime. There is no vicarious liability in crime. Obi committing a crime. I think it was also being a property. It doesn't like that.
You see how was he?
It is a criminal act.
Program now.
And you Obi may swear Obi at the swan when there is crime.
Program now. Program now handled it brings revenue.
Yes.
But if say Bibia Koswa, the general manager or the programs manager or whoever is responsible, no. obi abebo ni din so wa ye adwuma ba ade bia ono na ye adwuma no ha no na ye but ade na ba ye bebo ni din apagya no so the meche no it means when the adwuma he is making sure say na ni wo ba bia
yes
there so bia ye bia wo ye
yes
ba ye ha no no enam se de ba panimu pa no da de na no ye jano etino bibi say na say we don't care not to know or say no but other places so ye bibi ni sia who's in temper was my resign every temper the phone resigning no kuma the resigning
it depends on the cry see
school no
I'm not saying this one. Me kasa ni example said the Omar police ni example.
Oh, they look at them police.
Where different.
Image, reputational risks. So no, adwuma na ye nyina nyina shemu. What baby ni jiska.
No, why should I then?
No, because what no adwuma ye.
How?
I ji pini nyina adwuma. So na adwuma ye a, obemu so levels.
You are saying say police ni na odem ne konko see black man in USA for anything. Black man in Kunia, Black Lives Matter. Police no then ne koto jesi ne konso a guy ni wuye. In that enclave, police commander or no resign because will be the office a bit in the koto.
But it has also happened before.
No, but what I'm saying is when it is crime. When it is crime, you take personal responsibility for your crime.
It's the right of the leader to decide that say or taking responsibility and not taking responsibility.
Crime no. Committing crime.
Yes.
But here is the police
the image of the police.
No, I agree.
But
it doesn't mean I should resign. Why should I resign?
Maybe so you are doing I said that. If I'm not, maybe I'm not able to explain it the way.
Because at the end, if we want solution, we should be careful how we propose the solutions.
Yes.
When we say the development along the Volta Lake, communities are involved in this thing. It shouldn't have happened. But my point is, if there are development in areas you don't blame VRA for that.
Why?
Why should you blame VRA for that? When the VRA is not responsible. These organizations are creations of law. So, VRA did not just drop from heaven.
Yes.
The assemblies, local government act are clear.
Yes.
Development in district, municipal and metropolitan areas. The reserve of district assemblies. MMDA. What should VRA go and
do? You protect it.
But they've protected their immediate environment.
No, it makes your immediate environment.
Low-lying area. How should the VRA be blamed?
So being an ejuma.
So the assemblies.
That is the word I'm trying to articulate.
The assemblies, not VRA.
No, they work in tandem. You can if the assemblyman or 200 man I said district no who say who show 20 kilometers or you need to be destroy the house over there. If you can earmark for development, you as an expert from VRA, I wouldn't say if I release the volume of maybe 100 gallons or something, about me do 20 kilometers, wouldn't you advise?
When you look at the plan for the area, no, wait. Go get the plan along the Volta Lake and look at it. And that plan is available for the district assembly. You don't give permit for people in the end. Say be a waba area, baby earmark say Kazorina Belt to say Ramsey site. Ramsey site.
That is in the plan.
It is a plan that will be him say Ramsey site.
Yes.
Now say yama permit to be nkonkosi we wo ha o say company bi o won be na was ankokor assembly na man for
company you get it you get it too wrong.
Assembly is not why you go blame here.
No we the meet to assess
what's the Ramsey site
no and no me fan say state na demarcate say higher Ramsey
Ramsey and
it should be, I think, the assemblies. Again, the assemblies.
That's assembly. An entity owns it.
Yes.
An entity like VRA.
Yes.
That's my point.
From here to the next 220 kilometers. And so BRC down was aligned with
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Even though enclave machines what protected.
Yes.
But this line they call for the next 20 kilometers. No one should build in this area.
In this line.
Until Obashe. district assembly now
exactly.
That way, you know.
Work with them.
Come out, be permit.
Work with them.
But what can VRA do? What can VRA do? How do you stop it? You don't have the authority to do it. How do you do it?
I mean, I don't know why you are so defensive of the VRA.
But how would the VRA go and stop a development?
No.
In an area, assembly.
They come in. No, the point is that
some are responsible. Say, we are responsible. They will do it.
Because of my experience with ECG, maybe I understand some of the.
Atimota school example. Atimota school. So in sense, I say I did that school no nyina.
Yes.
The school there.
School there.
Yes.
O see. Microphone start TCC adan or almost as so what did they do?
But what has even happened?
They have someone stepping in and they have fenced it.
And you almost land among for encroaching.
Exactly the point.
Different thing altogether. That's encroachment. Encroachment. Anybody encroaching onto your property? It's a different point.
I wish Sekabeka say.
One
way the other. No. Get
so encroachment is different.
No. Get this thing right. I was so who said VRA and now Obidia.
Yes.
It's part of the state property.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And once you are working in tandem, the assembly also try as much as to protect state property.
I agree.
So if today Saudi Adiaba Besiha, now we are working together to tell you, say, at 20 kilometers, nobody should build along the river because maybe Besi Saudi will be to me a problem. Assembly no a year match to you. Okay? So okay, yeah, I agree. I hang in a VR for Sassi. VR is all about Vasasama. But they give them a land. Now no assembly there. So it is where you protect it.
Okay, I say
so
Obi dance your na man permit or dey see dying.
Good.
So at a point in time he had a permit. And then at another point, government wanted to have a different development
for the land,
for the same area.
Sure.
What did they do?
It's eminent domain.
A fantastic point.
What did they do?
Why should the assembly have given that permit?
Why what?
Why should the assembly have given
it? Carriage. So the road could have accommodated that
eminent domain.
That was it.
Now see your radio which means
they wanted to expand the and I need to share a baby a so when the buy obia to need the
no that is the issue.
But in support of Kododiano. Assembly na say the part and the assembly.
They must be punished. They must be punished. So it goes to they must be punished.
So punish the people who have to be punished.
No, yeah, they come together. Because we free the first side now. No. You
Menka say the VRA, you know, or my the papa. That's not my argument.
No.
My argument they say if we are looking long term. Near Persia say a hinfan there was a development along the lake. The people with the power to determine which areas will be developed or not. The district assembly. So let's put the blame where the blame is.
But the point is that yes,
central assembly
they give permit for people to build.
Fine. So even Ubeko Crank to a majority create permit.
How do you know?
Oh, so go and check. So you see, media. That argument
lack of proper planning.
The planning.
Drains are baby as I said drains and
it all comes back to who? The district assembly.
All this you are saying assembly.
Town and country in Canada Town and Country Planning and a land use and spatial planning authority. What do you understand by that? Land use and spatial planning authority.
What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? Don't go and blame VR. Tell me another coach that who like town development. What are they doing? What you want them? And I'm going to say, so be a picking the responsibility. I know for pilots here, and the pilots here, what tema, Dodua Road. Go first the now you are blaming the assembly. Move VR reform so most so your point is your first of all
what danger 330,000
the whole idea. Your first responsibility is to make sure you break the thing down. You break it down. For the assembly or previously that giving the land to somebody who there is protect
now breaking down comfort and you break it down
land the Yahudia
land
now pilots
that be what's the right of way man assassin in Yahudia don't get it twisted
a certain enclave
what's the right of way when they say anything assassin in Yahudia right of way
right of way
pylons that's what you do but what's the right of way now
right of way
once
master only say every year
you are surprising me
2 times a year Gridco
yes
Emma ye do sa pylons
no pylons I don't know
to protect your property now property go be see there yes assembly na year mass amano because on so land no na say who no protect your property no so who ya you know the danger of your pylon one cable it can kill almost
exactly
and it may affect it from one that house na be see one eja toma it will affect the others. Enclave no more. So you first of all say you have every right because the law protects you.
First right to protect the thing than the
and then you say assembly. Assembly no
lose powers
assembly na dey plan assembly
so about pa ho mama e